to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I am doing my very first collab with Wilma from the Wilma Finger Do Review. And of course, I'll have Wilma's channel linked in my description box. Now, Wilma and I met through YouTube several months ago, maybe close to a year ago, I would say, and instantly formed this wonderful friendship. And Wilma does the most fun content on her channel, and she has more style and more class in her pinky finger than I have in my entire body. She is just the most amazing, vivacious, fun, beautiful, classy creator here on this platform. And I am truly honored to be doing this collab with Wilma. I'm just blown away. Like, it's like a dream come true. So she and I were chatting about different things that we could do for this collab. And I said, well, what palette do we have in common? And she said, do you like Ace Beaute? And I said, yes, I do. And she said, well, I have the Nostalgia palette. Do you have it? And I said, yes, I do. And you know, Wilma's makeup techniques and makeup looks are just off the charts incredible. So I will say I am a little intimidated to be doing this collab with her. I am, because her look is going to blow mine completely off out of the solar system. But I've only used this palette, I think, twice. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got some beautiful, vibrant tones in here. We do have a green too, which I'm not going to use today because I've been doing a lot of green looks lately. I'm going to be focusing more on the reds and the pinks and maybe, oh, maybe even that orange. I don't know yet for sure, but I think I have an idea of what I'm going to be putting together for this look. Now, Wilma also came up with 11 questions for us to answer. And this is kind of like a nostalgic theme in terms of the palette and also in terms of the questions that she came up with. There's 11 questions, I'm pretty sure. I think I wrote down all of them. Wilma, if I forgot one, please let me know about that in the comment section or message me on Instagram and tell me that I need to get my ducks in a row a little bit more. But I think I got them all, I'm pretty sure. And they're just about past makeup experiences. Things that we used to use, things maybe that we still use, but just kind of going down memory lane in terms of makeup and being very nostalgic in this video. So of course I have both my brows done and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. So let's look at this palette together again, the Ace Beaute Nostalgia palette. And I really want to use a shade here called Picnic, that beautiful bright pink. I know, me, pinks, yes, I'm getting better at using pinks. And then I think what I might do, I might throw this on too. I think I'm going to use Picnic and Vacation, like in my transition area. And then I'm going to put Raspberry towards the outer edge here. And then I think for the shimmers, I'm going to use Heat and Stargazing. There's Fun too. But I've never used these two shimmers. I've only used that one. There's only 3 shimmers in this palette. The rest of them are mattes. But yeah, I think I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I love the formula of this palette. I don't know if this is a newly formulated version or not, but I like the formula in here. And of course, I have to highly recommend that you go to Wilma's channel and subscribe. You are going to lose your mind with the talent, the beauty, the humor, the everything. I mean, Wilma's channel is truly a wonderful viewing and listening experience. Okay, so let me get back into this palette here. I think what I'll do is put Vacation towards the front part of the transition area and Picnic towards the latter half of the transition area. So the first question is, what was the first makeup brand you tried? And I've mentioned this before, but I used to use this like tube of electric blue cream eyeshadow when I was younger. That was like the first makeup product I remember using. And I have no idea what the brand was. None. No idea at all. I think it was CoverGirl or maybe Max Factor. I used to use, you know, my mom's makeup. When I very first got into makeup, that's what I would use, was my mom's. Like, I would get up on Saturday or Sunday morning and put her makeup on in her bathroom and then do like a little fashion show, a little trip through her bedroom in the mornings for her. So, you know, most of it, well, all of it was my mom's makeup, but she used CoverGirl, Max Factor, Revlon, Avon. So maybe Avon was the first makeup brand I ever tried. And then of course I went through the period of time where I had to use that bright purple lipstick from Wet n Wild. So Wet n Wild was another brand that I used. Also Bonnie Bell, those lip smackers, wasn't that Bonnie Bell? I'm pretty sure. And then there were those tin lip balms too. And I don't remember the brand name. And several people have sent me pictures of those tins, and I just never can remember the brand, what the brand was. But yeah, I mean, I would say CoverGirl, Max Factor, and Wet n Wild were my first makeup brands. Can we not drag race this morning? Speaking of drag race, Wilma frequently does videos about RuPaul's Drag Race, and it's so great, so funny. Like, I don't even need to watch the show. I can just watch Wilma's videos and get all caught up on everything. It's wonderful. Okay, I think I'm good with that for now. I'll probably go around the edge and blend that a little bit more. So now let's go into Picnic and put that towards the latter part of the transition area. Question number 2 is, do you still use that brand? Yeah, I mean, I still use Wet n Wild, not as often as I used to, but I still do use some Wet n Wild products. Like I have the liquid cat suit in Give Me Mocha from Wet n Wild. That is my Dawn lipstick that I just love. I also have a highlighter, my contour palette, eyeshadow palette, the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Liner. Love that. As far as CoverGirl, Max Factor is not a brand anymore. Didn't that get absorbed by somebody? I'm just such a wealth of knowledge here. But I still do use CoverGirl products, absolutely, and Revlon. Not a ton, but I do use those brands still. So yeah, I still use them. Number 3, what is your favorite brand now? Ladybug Glow, Saints Angel Sinners, Beauty Bay, Cosmic Brushes Beauty. I think it's Cosmic Beauty now. I love Ace Beaute. Martine Cosmetics, Glam Light. I mean, I have a ton of favorite brands, but I would say my very favoriteest brand is Ladybug Glow. Love my Ladybug Glow palettes. Love my Ladybug Glow singles that she sent me. I have a highlighter from Ladybug Glow. I have my, multi-chrome lip glosses. I mean, I'm just in love with everything I've ever gotten from that brand. Just incredible. I love indie brands. I'm gonna grab this brush now, nothing on it, and just kind of go around the edge of these shadows just to kind of blend them a little bit better. Number 4 is biggest brand disappointment. I would say the Glam Light Freddy Krueger palettes. That was my biggest disappointment. I was so excited to get those palettes, and they just were duds. Well, the green one's not too horrible, but the red one, in my opinion, is not a good palette. It's just got some weird shades in it and some very strange formulations of the shades. I'm just not a fan of the palette at all. So now I'm gonna go into Raspberry and put that in my outer V. And, I was really bummed out by that because, like I said, I was super excited to get those palettes. I was chomping at the bit, just waiting with bated breath to get those palettes. And then when I got them, I was like, huh. At first, I really did like the green one. But then when I created another look with it, I was like, and then the red one, I've only used it once. I want to use it again and use all the shades. But just swatching some of the shades, I was like, huh. And they're just kind of repetitive. A couple shades in the palette are kind of repetitive. The reds just aren't really that exciting to me or for me. So yeah, I don't know. That really disappointed me. I'm trying to think of anything else has disappointed me. There's been a couple ColourPop palettes that I didn't love. Was it Garden Variety, Blush Crush? And I don't know, just didn't have the greatest of shades in there. Trying to think of anything else. I mean, I'm usually very easy to please with makeup. I'm not super picky. I can usually make things work pretty well, but when they don't work, it's really frustrating. And that was how I felt about the red Glam Light palette from, or the red Freddy Krueger palette from Glam Light. Number 5, how, if at all, has your makeup changed? Well, I wear a lot more makeup than I used to when I was growing up. Obviously I've talked about this a billion times, but I got really into makeup in like 2018 into 2019. And prior to that, I really didn't wear very much makeup. I mean, the Shimmering Sands trio from CoverGirl, maybe a little bit of mascara, a little bit of blush, some eyeliner, and that was about it. I didn't really wear foundation because my skincare was atrocious. and I just could never really find one that I liked. You know, eyeshadow I liked, but I wasn't like, like I am now. So yeah, it's changed quite a bit. I just wear a lot more makeup than I used to, you know, have a huge makeup collection. That was not the case when I was younger, you know, or even into my early 40s, it wasn't the case. You know, that just started probably what, well, let's see, that was like 44 is when I got really into makeup. So yeah, it's changed a lot over the years for sure. Number 6, foundation, brush or sponge. I use a sponge. I really do want to try again using a brush. I have done that in the past, not on camera really, I don't think ever. It was before I started my channel. And I don't know, I just could never really get a brush to work right for me. It would leave like a lot of streakies on my face. But I think a lot of that is because I just didn't have the right brush. I wasn't using the right brush. So I'd like to try it again because I have a heck of a lot more brushes than I used to have. So I just need to try it again and see what I think. I love this shadow combination. This is so fun. And it's just so vibrant and so beautiful. And everything is applying beautifully and blending very nicely. I love it. I'm gonna go back into vacation and just add a little bit more of that back here. Number 7, biggest source of makeup inspiration. Oh, like in terms of creators? Is that what that's asking? I mean, there are so many sources of inspiration for me here. Makeup look wise and just human being wise. Wilma is a huge source of inspiration to me. Absolutely. I mean, just incredible. Wilma also like styles wigs, and they're just incredible. And I have lost quite a bit of hair over the past few years. I have a low thyroid, so my hair is just this brittle, yucky mess. And so I reached out to Wilma and I said, you know what, I'm thinking about maybe trying out some wigs just to see. And she's been sending me some really cool pictures of wigs, and she's like the wig extraordinaire. You know, she knows everything there is to know about it and is so incredible about styling wigs. So you never know. I might venture into the wig territory. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and just kind of feather that a little bit right there. But you know, I have tons of friends here on this platform, and they're all inspirational to me in one way or another. I don't know that I could pick one as my biggest, but I will say that Steph, my sister and my best friend, she was really the main inspiration as far as me starting my channel, but also, you know, with her makeup looks too. I mean, she's a huge source of inspiration to me. But there's so many people. Every person I've ever collabed with, that I'm really close friends with here on this platform, that's a creator, is super, super inspirational to me. Absolutely. So now I want to start playing with some shimmers. I'm going to put this shade down, Heat, right there, and then I'll put Stargazing towards the front of the lid. Next, question number 8. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything because I usually miss a question. Number 8. What is a makeup trend or trends you're a fan of? Well, there's lots of makeup trends I really like. Let me think. I really like the traditional cut crease that people do, like with the concealer, or I don't know, people use lots of different things. And I can do that. I just don't do it very often because it takes me a while and my hands are shaky and I'm kind of lazy. So I don't do that, but that is something that I'm a huge fan of. I also really like the fake freckles. I love that. And I've done that one time, like years ago before I started my channel. I had watched somebody use like a NYX eyeliner, you know, like a retractable eyeliner. They just took the eyeliner, you know, and screwed it so it was, you know, the eyeliner part was kind of sticking out, and they just took it and like rolled it on their face and then took a sponge and like patted it out, and it looked so cute. So I did the same thing, and my husband got home from work and he's like, did you make chocolate chip cookies? Like, no, why? And he's like, oh, it looks like you have like little pieces of chocolate, like from a chocolate chip cookie on your face. I'm like, no, I tried to make faux freckles. So I never did it again. He's like, well, it looks cute. I'm like, does it? So I've never done it again, but I'd like to try it again. And I know they make like freckle pens now and stuff like that. My dear friend Jan Van, she got herself a freckle pen. maybe more than one. I can't remember now. But she created the faux freckles with that, and it looks amazing. And then Ash, Makeup and Chaos, they will frequently put, you know, faux freckles on. It looks amazing. It looks real, you know? And mine did not look real at all. It looked horrible. But I do love that trend. I'm trying to think if there's any other trend I like. I mean, there's tons of trends I like. I do like people that really contour their face, like, or bronze their face, like that sun-kissed look. I love that. I think that's a really fun thing. I know, like, there was the cold makeup trend that I thought looked really cool too. I've never tried that, but I thought that was really cool looking. Stargazing is going towards the front part. I need to find a different brush for that. Number 9, and have you tried any or adopted them into your looks? The trends I'm a fan of. I will say that one of the things I've seen other people do is the duo transition shade stuff. Like, I have the orange and the pink. I love that. So I've, you know, definitely started doing a lot more of that. I've done that in the last few of my looks because I just think it looks really cool. And it's fun to do that because you can use more shadows in the palette. And I don't know, I just think it adds a cool dimension to your look. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the trends that I'm a huge fan of, I don't know that I've adopted them into my makeup looks, although I would like to get more adventurous. Also, I have really enjoyed using my Beauty Creations pot gel liners and having like different eyeliner colors. That's really fun. Although sometimes it's tricky for me because I don't, you know, I don't know that it always is going to look that great. And, you know, I mean, I want my makeup looks to look nice. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting your makeup looks to look nice. So maybe that's part of the reason why I don't venture out into other things, is that I just don't know how it's going to turn out. And I do want my makeup looks to look nice, you know what I mean? And sometimes with those pot gel liners, I don't know if it's always the best choice, but they are really fun. And I actually might use one of those today. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But, you know, they don't work real well over certain shimmers. But I think with these shimmers, it'll work okay. I love this color combo. This is so fun. This is so bright and summery. And I could use some bright and summery here because it's pretty gloomy and rainy here most of the time during this time of the year. Let me go back into this brush, back into Vacation, and just kind of chill the edge of that shimmer out a little bit because I kind of went a little haywire with that. So yeah, I mean, I could get a lot better at incorporating trends I love into my looks. I just kind of a creature of habit, I guess. Number 10, where do you stand on cosmetic enhancement surgery? Where do you stand on cosmetic enhancement / surgery? I don't think there's anything wrong with it to a point, and then I think it gets a little out of control. And I've talked about that in past videos where, you know, like, there are certain folks, actors, actresses, singers, whatnot, that have gone a little over the top with that, I feel, and then, like, they're unrecognizable. I think that, like, it's your face, you can do whatever you want with it, but I do think that there is this, like, push to look a certain way and, you know, Botox your face all up and collagen your face all up, and you know, and I think, I don't know, people just get too almost like addicted to it, I would say, and just get a little too surgery happy. I have thought about at some point possibly getting my eyelids done, maybe down the road, but that terrifies me, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go back around with this brush, it's nothing on it, just kind of blend. It does terrify me that I would end up having some horrendous thing happen, because that does happen sometimes. You know, people will have surgery and then the end result is a little scary, you know. I mean, it's dangerous, and it can really affect their health, and so I don't know if I will ever do that or not. But I do think in responsible, if you're being responsible about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all, you know, at all. My mother-in-law several years ago did get Botox injections in her forehead. So funny, because we didn't know she was having that done, and we went over there to hang out, and we walked in and she was like this the whole time. We were like, Whoa, it did calm down eventually, but she never had the injections done again because it kind of freaked her out a little bit. I'm gonna go back into raspberry. So I just, I just think if you're gonna do enhancements or surgeries and you're responsible about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The last question here is number 11. What makeup trending products are you already tired of? Well, I will say one of the things that I am tired of is seeing I don't have TikTok, but like the shorts or the reels where people are just taking, copious amounts of stuff and just slapping it on their face and like rubbing it all around. I think that is so bizarre. Like tons of foundation, and I don't know. It's just like, oh, okay. Or the ones where they will like put big stripes of makeup on their face and then blend it out. I'm thinking, I don't know that I believe that that's truly how it looked when you got done. I think there was a lot of off-camera stuff going on to make it look better than it probably really did. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just think there's a lot of trickery sometimes it goes on with the TikTok-y shorts, reels stuff. Yeah, I don't know. What I used to get really tired of too is when people would like drip makeup down onto their face. I don't see that much anymore. Like there was a, what was it from Versailles, I think it was, and people would like drip it all down their face. And I'm like, okay, let me go back with this brush a little bit more. I just would be like, is there really a point to this other than just to be kind of gross? I don't know. I mean, and I'm older, maybe a little bit of a fuddy-duddy. I've mentioned that before. So, maybe I'm just not cool enough for these types of trends. But yeah, that kind of crap gets really annoying, I think. Just, I don't know. When people, it's like people are making a mockery of makeup, and that irritates me. It just does. It's like, plus I think it's super wasteful. The amount of stuff that I've seen people slather onto their face, like foundation wise, other products wise, I'm just like, you needed a fraction of that on your face, but of course it gets people to watch. People are like, oh my gosh, did you see what he did to their face? Oh my gosh, huh? So of course that's done for views, and I get it, whatever, but it's just not for me. I'm just not a fan of that kind of crap. I think it gets really old. And I love how this look turned out. I do feel like I need to blend a little bit more, like right here. So I think maybe that was the wrong brush to use for the raspberry shade, but I really like it. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my other eye, clean this up of course, do my other eye, my face and my hair, and I will come back. So this is the finished look. I love how this look turned out, and I'm so thrilled that Wilma and I both have the Ace Beaute Nostalgia palette so we could use it together in our collab, our first collab together. I truly hope that we do many more collabs together, and really fun to answer the questions that Wilma came up with. I am really looking forward to watching Wilma's video, seeing the look come together that I know will be absolutely amazing, and also listen to her answers. So let me show you just a few things I put on my face for my finished look, and then I'll show you the palette again and kind of recap how I feel about it. For my lower waterlines, I used the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Piggy Bank. I just thought purple would look kind of cool because I did use a purple matte out of the palette on my lower lash lines, because pink, orange usually will make me look very sick. So that's why I went with this, and I love this. For my upper lid liner, I did use my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Liner in black, of course, because I felt like if I'm going to talk about it, the nostalginess, or this nostalgicness of the first brand that I used, which one of them was Wet n Wild, it made sense to pull this into the video. Love this so much. For my mascara, I used the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara. I love this too. It's such a wonderful mascara. And then my lippy, I just had it. Aha, here it is. The Handayan Liquid Lipstick. I have no idea what the shade is. I just thought the purple would look cool. I was gonna use like a bright pink or like an orangey reddish shade today, but I don't know, because I put the purple on my lower lash lines, I felt like this was a better choice for my lippy today. And I love this product. It's really affordable. Got it in some PR from Temu, but it is very affordable. I know how much it cost. It came like in a set of 3, and it's cheap. Okay, so now let's talk about the Ace Beaute Nostalgia palette. Really fun to pull this out and use it again today. I do feel like I did struggle a little bit with blending out raspberry with the Picnic shade. Not that there's anything wrong with the shadows, it's just my skill set, you know, just this is not a color that I use a ton of, maybe. Or I don't know, it could have been the formula of the eyeshadow, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just me not blending it well enough in today's video. I did use this shade called Carnival on my lower lash lines. That's all I put down there, was just that shade right there, and I think it's beautiful. And I just needed something, not these, or I would have looked sick. I thought about using that, but just, you know, went with the purple. I think it looks cool on my lower lash lines. Loved the shimmers that I used. This one here called Heat and this one called Stargazing. Absolutely gorgeous. I felt like Vacation and Picnic were very pigmented and blendable. Just struggled a little bit with Raspberry. Nothing wrong with the shade. Like I said, nothing wrong. It's just me. I just struggled a little bit with that. Oh, and then also in my inner corners, let me talk about this too. I did use another shade out of the Sugar Drizzle Mini Glow Cube. I use this one right here, trying not to glare too much, but it's got like this really cool, like hot orange and hot pink shift to it. Really fun in my inner corners, yes. And I cannot recommend Wilma's channel highly enough. If you guys have not yet gone to subscribe to the Wilma Finger Do Review, go do it. You are really missing out, because Wilma is such a wonderful, dynamic, talented, creative, hilarious creator with some of the most unique and the most fun content I have ever seen here on this platform. Wilma is also a very dear friend of mine and is one of the most supportive people I've ever come across throughout my YouTube journey. Just so supportive, leaves me the most thoughtful, loving, wonderful comments in my videos, or the comment section of my videos. And I just treasure our friendship, and just thrilled, so thrilled that we were able to finally get together and collab. We've been talking about doing a collab, maybe doing a live. I've yet to do a live. I just don't know that I'll ever do a live, but so happy that Wilma and I were able to do this collab. Super fun. And if you're coming here from Wilma's channel, hello, welcome. I'm thrilled to have you here, and you have great taste in creators if you're already subscribed to Wilma, because she is just amazing. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.